Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If you're new, stop what you're doing and subscribe right now because just do it. It's free, you know, just do it. This video is going to be on this look right here. I just kind of was digging in my palette drawer and dug out an old favorite of mine and wanted to play with some colors. I never used these colors before. This is kind of like a color combo that I have yet to play with. So if you want to see how I got here, just keep watching. To prep my eyelids, I'm going to use the paint pot from MAC, and this is in the shade Painterly, and it's just like a, I don't know, like a cream color. But I'm going to do one quick layer and then I'm going to dip in one more time. So today's palette that I'm going to be using is from Karity. I'm using the Karity Matte palette. It's got 21 shades and it says it's highly pigmented, and I think it's decently pigmented. I wouldn't say they're highly pigmented, but they're pretty good. The first shade we're dipping into is Ego, which is the dark purple, grape purple shade. Kind of do like a little moon and then kind of bring it in to, because if you can see we brought it in right here, so I'm just going to bring it in already. And then I'm going to take this smaller brush and go into Alexi, which is this lighter purple right here. And I'm just going to soften up this edge. Because I don't want to take this dark purple too high, but I also want to blend it out. And then I'm going to take another blending brush, and I'm actually going to dip into the orange and the red in the palette, which are right here, and just go around the edge of that purple that we laid down. So I'm not really scared to go into my brows. You know, if you have to go into your brows, do it. You know, you really want to blend. And then I'm just going to dip into Alexi with the same brush and go right over both those shades. Okay, and then I'm just going to deepen up the purple again. I'm going to go right in with the same brush, deepen it up a little bit. And then take the smaller brush we used before and just soften up that edge. No product this time, just the brush by itself. And just blend that out so everything looks melted together. And then we're going to cut the crease really fast. I'm going to use Shape Tape from Tarte in Light Sand. And whenever I cut my crease, I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, like a nice glob, with a flat brush. Get a nice decent amount on the brush, and then I check where my actual crease is, and that's where I start. But I like to cut a little above so that you can really see it, because my crease is kind of small. So I like to cut above it just a little bit. And if it's messy, that's okay, because I'm going to use a darker shadow. We can clean it up. But I just like to pat and make sure everything's even. And then I'm going to take my finger and just blend out this edge really quick so that it's a little softer. I'm going to take our purple brush and I'm going to let it kind of set before I start editing, because you can see I need to fix it like right here. But I'm going to take this and bring it in on the side while we wait for it to set. And just build it up until it's the perfect depth, I guess, so that it matches our crease. And then I'm going to take our smaller brush and kind of soften up right here. Okay, and then I'm going to actually take a pencil brush and now I'm going to clean up. I'm going to use the same color Ego and go around the whole edge of our concealer. I want it to be as deep as it is in the corner so that it all blends together. Okay, and then we're going to take our smaller brush and take some of Alexi, which was that really bright purple that we used, and just go right over that line and blend it out so that it doesn't look too harsh. Okay, and then I'm going to use our little pencil brush, our little tiny blender brush with Alexi, that bright purple, and just kind of blend out right here and really build it up. Okay, and then I'm going to take a smaller brush and go into Cancun, which is a really bright peachy color. And I'm just going to really put it on the brush very generously and just apply it from the inner corner to where we put Alexi. Okay, so yeah, I really have to like go in a few times to get the intensity that I wanted with this shade. All the other shades, usually just like 2 or 3 dips in the pan and I'm good. But this one I like really had to go in and like really apply it a few times. So I don't know if that's just this color, my brush, or what, but it might be the brush I'm using because this brush is really dense. But yeah, that's just my little 2 cents on Cancun. I'm gonna go back in with Alexi, that purple shade, and just kind of put it right in between the darker purple and this Cancun peach color. And then I'm gonna use my Ego, that dark purple, and place it right here one more time to deepen it up. And then I'm going to use my pencil brush and go in with Ego one more time around the edge, just since we had to apply Cancun kind of aggressively. It blurred our line just a little bit. And we really want our cut crease to stand out. Okay, and then I'm going to go back with our Alexi baby brush and blend out our line. Gonna add a little bit more of Alexi right here, bring it back. Alright, and then I'm gonna use this blending brush to kind of do our final blend on everything before we clean up the edge and add our highlight shade. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the brush we used to cut our crease, and I'm just going to go right here in the corner of my eye and drag it out so that it's clean. We get a nice clean line. And I can kind of see that Ego is a little uneven right here, so we're going to kind of patch it in. And then blend that with just what we just added out. Okay, and then for the bottom lash line, I'm going to use our Ego brush and put it right at the bottom along the lashes, as tight as we can. And then I'm going to take our Alexi brush and blend that out. Soften up the edge, and then I'm going to use our Cancun brush with no extra product and just go right over the top of Alexi, just right on the outer rim. And then with our Ego pencil brush, just kind of deepen it up one more time. And then I'm going to take a white pencil brush. This is from Rimmel London. It's not white, it's nude. But I'm going to go right in my waterline. Oh, And then I'm going to clean that up actually because I got a little wild with Ego. And then I'm going to add mascara. I'm using the Tarte mascara, the Man Eater mascara. I'm just going to add a quick layer to both the top and bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to put some glue on my lashes. I'm using the Golden Girl Boutique lashes in Risqué. It's a really wispy but really long. So it's got a wispy style, but they're really dramatic. So I noticed that my line was a little bit lacking, so I went and intensified it one more time, blending it out just a little. Okay, and then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. This is Tea Party. It's just a really pretty, peachy, bright shade. It's got glitters in it. But before I add that, I'm going to go into the Nicole Guerrero kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Oh, just hit myself in the nose. I'm going to use Daydream, which is the peachy color, and I'm going to lay that down first. And I'm just going to use a little tiny brush. And I'm going to put it right in my inner corner. Bring it down a little down my lash line. And then right here at the top of my brow bone. And then I'm going to use my pinky and go into the Super Shock Shadow and apply it right on top of it. And we're going to pop the lashes on. Okay, I like to put my lashes on when they're still a little bit wet so I can maneuver them around, because I'm not a professional. I don't put them on perfectly every single time. So I like to add them when they're wet. So if I need to, I can move them. My turtle is like trying to go crazy right now. Just gonna brush away any fallout that we have. We don't really have any actually, but just for looks, you know. Okay, so this is the final face, final look. Just like a fun, peachy kind of vibe, you know. I always get asked what I have planned for the day or why I got ready. What's the point of putting all this makeup on if I'm just going to be sitting around the house? And there is no point. Bae's got my Panda Express on the way, you know, my 2-plate combo, you know. So I'm basically getting ready to eat my Panda Express with my babe and watch Breaking Bad reruns. So yeah. But this is the final look. Just kind of like, I don't know, island vibes, you know. Pink, peach, purples, you know. I was feeling it. I was feeling it. Ooh, I was feeling it. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this video. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell your dog. If you have turtles, tell them. They're listening. But yeah, I love you guys and peace and love.